know I was speeding just a little bit when I passed that truck, but he wasn't taking off very hard, and I didn't know when he was going to stop accelerating. And there was people behind us, so I shot the gap and made a little space. And when I figured out I was riding right beside him because he was doing the speed limit finally, I sped up just a little bit so I wouldn't be roadblocking anybody else that might have wanted to swing out and pass, like this guy in the red Mustang. And for some reason, being a conscientious driver that way pisses the internet off. But I don't care. I must care a little bit because I keep bringing it up, talking about it. A lot of times when I sit and pull up to a red light like this, I'm not using that front brake to hold myself stopped because I'm ready to hit the throttle and go when the light turns green. And I can't flat foot from both sides on this bike. It's just a hair too tall. I can tippy toe, so it's more comfortable to me to go ahead and leave my right foot up on the peg and use that right foot to keep the brake light lit up, just for the benefit of anybody behind me, to make myself a little bit more visible. And I'll hold myself in the bike up with that left foot. So I'm leaning just a little bit, which means I have to watch just a little bit closer when I take off because I'm not sitting perfectly level. But of all the things I've tried since I started riding, that's the most comfortable and what seems to be the safest way for me to sit, wait on the light to change. If you're average height and you've got a cruiser bike, you don't have to worry with that, because with the seat height on those things, you should be able to flat foot with both feet and hold the bike up that way. And if you want to keep the brake lamp lit, you can just pull that front lever. Yes, I have a Harley key tag for my Yamaha motorcycle. They gave me that when I took the MSF course at the Harley dealership. And I haven't felt the need to buy anything else, but I needed something, so that's what I'm using. Get in there. $5.50 worth of 93 octane, and that'll get me about another 150 down the road. So one thing I love about this bike is it's cheap. I average about 53 miles a gallon riding the way I ride, which is not anything out of hand, but I'm generally not too slow. I know I was talking about helmets the other day and helmet ratings, and I completely skipped over what kind of visor, as far as like how bad each different type gets fogged up. If you get just a plain Jane plastic visor and it's very humid outside, or if it's cold and your breath is hot, you're probably going to be okay going down the road, because you'll get airflow through the helmet that'll keep that fog kind of cleared off. But the minute you sit still at a red light, it's going to be fog city, and you're going to really want to flip that visor open. And And I don't like adjusting my visor back and forth a whole lot any more than I have to, just because it's one more thing to have to keep up with my hands. So I'm all about trying to find the most fog-free option possible. And I've got a designated, I guess you'd say anti-fog is what they call it, visor for this helmet. And it works okay. It doesn't fog. Doesn't fog at all. But you still get that moisture buildup. And what it does is instead of fogging, that moisture condenses into droplets on the inside of your visor. And those don't clear up near as fast as fog will when you flip your visor open, because it has to actually dry out or get blown off to somewhere. And what it ends up looking like is, like say you're going down the road in your car and somebody takes a big bucket of water and pours it down the front of your windshield, and like there's water running down. That's what that anti-fog visor moisture ends up looking like. And then what I'm using right now is a pin lock visor. And what that is, it's a regular plastic visor that's got two little posts on the outer edges of it. And those posts are there to accommodate an inner piece of plastic that's got a little silicone gasket type deal around the outside of it. It's kind of like giving yourself a double paned window. So it gives you a pretty good spot of vision to where the inside of your helmet, or the inside of the inside visor, can't be that much of a temperature difference than the outside of the outer visor, because your breath is kind of sealed off in this little airtight pocket between the regular visor and the inner visor. I don't know if I explained that anywhere near right, because I'm trying to ride and I'm trying to not freak that lady out that was trying to go in there, even though that building's been abandoned for about 2 years now. Anyway, I actually got this pin lock to fog up a few minutes ago after I'd been sitting at a couple of red lights in a row, but it cleared off pretty fast, and that's the first time I've ever seen it actually fog, like at least in the pin lock area. I've seen it fog on the outside, but that's not really anything that's going to obstruct your vision, just way off in your peripherals. So if you're a heavy breather, or if you got glasses that you fog up every now and then, and you understand what a pain in the butt that is, and you really want to avoid that at all costs, it does cost a little bit extra, but go ahead and get you a good set of pin lock visor. I mean, they usually sell the visor separate. They'll call it pin lock ready, and then they make the inserts to fit the specific visors for each different model of helmet. So you'll have to go find the one that'll fit yours, because they're not all the same. They all work the same as far as I know. It's just the size and the cut of them that are a little bit different. What are all these people doing back here? I just wanted some alone time, dadgum. Anyway, pin locks are good. I'm a big time fogger upper of all things glass or plastic that are anywhere near my face. I'm old. I used to smoke. Now I breathe a little heavier than most people. And it gets humid as crap in Alabama, even in the wintertime. So when it's humid and cold, I could fog just about anything. I'd probably fog up a piece of metal. So, bearing that in mind, as much as I hate when things get fogged up, it's well worth it to me to spend the extra 25 or 30 bucks to get a pin lock system. I've got it installed on both of my helmets, and I've been pretty satisfied with it. Much more so than I have with any other solution that's on offer that I know of. If they come out with something new that's supposed to be better, I'll try that one too.